Vladimir Putin's hands have been scrutinized by social media users in the latest round of speculation about the Russian president's health. A clip of a Putin appearance at a public event posted on Sunday led to some questioning his bloated hands with swollen veins, Newsweek says. Since the start of his full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Putin has been subject to claims without evidence that he was in ill health, which the Kremlin has repeatedly denied. It is noted that, amplified by images of him doing judo or horse riding, the Russian president has always presented an image of robust health. However, he has also faced repeated claims that he was in ill health since he launched the war in Ukraine. This speculation has proliferated on social media about conditions which range from neurological disorders to cancer, although the Kremlin has consistently denied that the 72-year-old leader is suffering from any serious illness. The images sparked fresh speculations that the Russian dictator has been fighting a serious illness, with online sleuths claiming Putin had everything from Parkinson's to cancer. There's something wrong with Putin's hands. Anton Gerashchenko, a former advisor to the Ukrainian Interior Ministry, told East to West. Apart from the fact that they're covered in blood up to the elbows, his veins are bulging too, he added while taking a shot at Putin's relentless invasion of Ukraine. Many other Ukrainians were quick to hop on the speculation, with media personality Dmytro Gordon telling the outlet that Putin's hands appeared swollen and sore, with veins bulging prominently on one hand. Putin's hands became the subject of discussion during the first year of the Ukraine war, where a black spot appeared on the Russian leader's hands during a military visit, while other photos claimed to show signs of numerous IV marks on his hands. Earlier, Vladimir Putin sat with his hands in a near motionless position for more than 20 minutes, has led to a flurry of wild speculation online based on existing rumors about his health. The latest speculation about Putin's health emerged in response to a clip of the Russian president standing in a sports hall in the city of Samara. The chair of the Healthy Fatherland movement, Ekaterina Leshchinskaya, told the president about an initiative to completely ban vaping in Russia, according to the Kremlin website, which said the event took place on November the 6th. As Putin stood in front of a basketball hoop, he held his hands by his side, clenched. Next to the clip, the news outlet Nexta posted how social media users are puzzled by what happened to the hands of the Russian dictator. They look extremely painful. Other social media users also raised questions about his health, although there were no claims about what condition Putin was allegedly suffering from. Former Ukrainian Interior Ministry advisor Anton Gerashchenko posted on X, "What's with Putin's hands in this video?" In November 2024, Putin's hands were the subject of speculation, with Gerashchenko posting on X how video showed they were not moving and look like they are separate from his body. Ukraine's operation to dislodge Russian oil refineries has had an effect. The Russian occupation army has begun to experience a fuel shortage. This was confirmed by the Russian Z resource, Northern Channel, which is associated with the Russian armed forces. The aftermath of the strikes on the oil refinery has reached the front. It was obvious that they needed to stock up on gasoline, but not the strategists at headquarters, the Channel wrote. He clarified that the 68th Division of the Russian Armed Forces has been without gasoline for a couple of weeks now. Highly skilled occupiers, unable to carry out their missions due to the lack of fuel, are being transferred to assault aircraft and sent to their deaths. Before our very eyes, our most valuable specialists, communicators, aerial reconnaissance, FPV operators, everyone who works with equipment are being turned into infantry. Their generators are dead. There's no communication. The drones aren't flying. And these specialists, considered a useful assault resource, are now being herded alongside military personnel straight into a Ukrainian drone shooting range without cover or support. Severny Canal wrote, "It's worth noting that over the past 6 months, the Ukrainian Defense Forces have been actively striking oil refineries in European Russia. More than 20 facilities have been hit, many of which were attacked more than once. This operation has disrupted the Russian fuel market, with some regions and occupied territories facing gasoline shortages." Recall Ukrainian armed forces attacks on oil refineries in Russia have reached a record in range and frequency. 2025 marked a record year for attacks on Russian oil infrastructure, which is already impacting refining volumes and the gasoline market. According to Verstker's calculations, attacks on oil refineries and oil depots have already surpassed the figures for the entire previous year and have affected enterprises deep within the Russian Federation, including Siberia. While last year's most distant target was the Salavat oil refinery in Bashkortostan, approximately 1,300 kilometers from the Ukrainian border, attacks against it are now becoming more common. This year, the Salavat refinery has already been hit twice, on September the 18th and 24th. The strikes also affected other facilities in the region. The Bashneft oil refinery, located even further away, approximately 1,350 kilometers from the border, was attacked 3 times, on March the 3rd, September the 13th, and October the 11th. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated at the end of October that Ukrainian airstrikes had reduced Russian oil refining capacity by approximately 20%. This estimate is partially confirmed by data from Russian sources. According to RBC, at the end of September, approximately 38% of primary processing capacity was idle. The consequences are reflected in the domestic market. From August to October, gasoline shortages were recorded in more than 50 regions of the Russian Federation, with drivers complaining of price hikes at gas stations and local shortages.